Hello everybody, this is Miss Joanne. So for today's read aloud, we are going to read the book I Am a Seed by Jean Mazzolo. She is the author who wrote the book and illustrated by Judith Morfat. That is the person that did the pictures. Remember, I Am a Seed is called the title of the book. It tells us the name of the book. And as you can see on this cover, this little girl is holding what looks like two different types of seeds. So I can tell what this book is about before I even open it by the picture clues. Okay. I am a seed. I'm a seed too. Now, those seeds look the same, or do they look different? Look closely. If you said they look different, you're correct. This one looks kind of tiny and thin. This one looks a little bit wider and a little bit bigger. And they are in the soil. Remember, this is under the ground, and this is above the ground, right? Okay, let's see. I'm going to be a marigold when I grow up. Me too. It looks like something's happening to these seeds, doesn't it? I think they're sprouting something. Do we know what that is? What do we think that is? If you said roots, you're correct. Those two little seeds are sprouting roots. And remember, we said roots help soak up the soil from the earth. The water from the earth. No, you're not. Why not? Why isn't this seed going to grow up to be the same as that seed when it grows up? What do you think? Well, let's find out. Before we even answer the question, let's find out. Maybe you do think they're going to grow up to be the same kind of plant. Or maybe you think they're not going to be the same kind of plant. Let's discover why. Let's discover. Because you're a different kind of seed. Well, what kind of seed am I? See, these are two different kinds of seeds. So if you said they're not going to grow up to be the same, yeah, that's right. They're not going to grow up to be the same because this seed is different from that seed. Remember, this was the long, thin one, and this was the little wider one. So they're going to grow up to be two different kinds of plants. I wonder what kind. Notice what's happening in these pictures, though. Here's those roots. What is growing from the roots? If you said stem, you're correct. It's going up to the surface, and it's going to create a stem. And in turn, look, I see little leaves popping out. We call that a bud when it starts to grow like that. How should I know? Wait and see. Wait, how long? Well, let's find out. Even the leaves look starting to look a little different, aren't they? Not too long. See, we're growing. My stem goes up, up, up. Remember, we said the stem is like the straw of the plant. All the water that's inside the ground will grow up the stem so the leaves can make food. My stem goes sideways. This one's not even growing up. It's kind of growing along the ground. We call that stem a little different, like a vine. My leaves are small and perky. My leaves are big and hairy. You notice the difference in these kind of leaves. Let's see. Do they really look the same? How do they look different? These leaves are what? She said small. They're small, right? This leaf is really large. So my flowers reach up to the sky. My flowers are hiding under my leaves. Remember, this plant is called a marigold. That's a type of flower. This plant, well, I don't want to say what it's called yet. Let's figure out when we see it. These flowers are growing along the ground from the vines. So they are definitely two different kinds of plants. My petals are yellow, orange, and frilly. My petals died. I'm round and green. What kind of plant is this anyway? I'm going to let you think about that for a minute. What kind of plant do you think this one is going to turn out to be? Interesting. Let's find out. Well, this is our marigold plant, and it even grew more flowers. I have 20 flowers. Wow, look at all those beautiful flowers. What's the other plant turned into? Now I'm round and orange. What in the world am I? Well, let's find out. Let's see if you know the answer to this one. What do you think that turned into? I think you guys know now what the answer is. Yeah, we had one in our classroom, remember? We cut it open and everything, and remember we had this in our classroom? A pumpkin plant. You grew 6 pumpkins. They're beautiful. So if you said pumpkins, you're correct. Thank you. I'm very proud. Those little green balls grew into nice big orange pumpkins. Know what's inside of us? What? What do you think is inside of this pumpkin if we were to cut it open? Do you remember what we saw inside when we cut a pumpkin open in our classroom? What do you think it was? You remember what it was? Well, let's see. If you said seeds, you're correct. Remember when we cut open our pumpkin, we saw seeds? Those are the pumpkin seeds. Seeds. When my seeds are planted, they will become new marigolds, new flowers. When my seeds are planted, they become new pumpkins. There should be a name for it. There is. It's called life. That's how life goes on. You have a seed, it grows into a plant, and then the plant makes new seeds, and those seeds become new plants. We call that a plant cycle, which we'll look at in another video. We'll discuss that in another video. Here we go, back to the beginning again. I am a seed. I am too. I'm a seed too. And so the cycle continues. Well, I hope you like this book. You can talk about it with your families. And if you want, you can write a picture about some of the things that you saw in this book. And you can send it to us so we can comment on it. All right. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.